I'ma tell you like this, nigga. I got 100 G's on my line. I ain't eating Jacksons when I be in Overtown. Bitch, I'm eating lavish. Look up, oh, it's snowing now. I just throw the cabbage. Go hold it down. Got an order in the attic. That's a couple pounds. New Rolex that I ordered. That's 100,000. Time to milk the game, bitch. I went and bought a cow. My nigga GDK a goon. He'll gun you down. Slid up on him with the stick. Yeah, sat him down.
What's up, guys? First of all, I'd like to say happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day. And I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. And we're going to get into today's video. Today's video is going to be different. I woke up just feeling that our generation, especially, needs some words to live by. And, you know, we don't know everything. And that's perfectly normal. It's fine. And I think that we should stop acting like we do know everything, because we don't. And that's just pure ignorance, to walk around thinking we know everything. So today's video is something that I find pretty basic in terms of knowledge, but people still to this day fail to do it, fail to attempt it. And it's pretty simple, and it's self-love. And I feel a lot of people are ashamed of loving themselves because they feel that they are going to be perceived in the wrong way. And I was one of those people that was always perceived in a wrong way for loving myself. You know, especially throughout middle school, I always pretty much had confidence my whole life. And I feel that is something partially that your parents have to install in you, and it's something that you have to, you know, work on too. It's not something you just wake up and have. I had to work on it, and when I had a hold of it, I kept it. And you have to understand that you are very valuable and you are a treasure. When you treat your body and yourself with high dignity and respect, self-love will instantly come into place. You have to understand that you and only you have the willpower to channel this emotion and channel it out so people can see, people can know. There are so many girls that I know that are in relationships, but yet still fail to love themselves. And I ask myself, how is this possible? How can one be in a relationship but are not in a relationship with themselves, their soul? You have to love yourself enough that you don't need the next person. That when the next person come along, it's okay. It's all right. You'll take them because you love them, but you don't need them. You see what I'm saying? You know, you don't need that man to fulfill you. You don't need that girl to fulfill you. She's there. She might be the one for you, but you don't need her. If she were to disappear, yeah, you'll be, you know, a little sad and have some grief, but you wouldn't depend on her love to fulfill you, because you have your own love. And what I mean is, I tell my friends this all the time and they never do it, and it shows. When you talk to yourself, when you hug yourself, when you do nice things for yourself, it only makes you a better you. This is nothing to hurt you. This is nothing that's gonna change who you are, change your perception of life. This is going to open your eyes. Because when you love yourself and when the next person sees that, they're going to treat you a certain way. Better than they might have if you would have never have shown that side. You have to be willing to be in a relationship with yourself before you can be in a relationship with someone else. It's just that simple. Point day simple. you have to love yourself enough that you are committed to yourself. And I feel my generation honestly does not know how to approach this situation. We walk around looking for all these girls and, oh, who got the hottest girl, who got the bigger... Listen, that don't matter. That don't matter. Because a lot of these dudes don't even love themselves. A lot of these dudes just depend on that girl to tell them, you know, oh, you handsome, oh, you cool, oh, you look fly, and that's what they live off of. That's what they thrive off of. The love and energy that the girl puts in. They don't have their own to sustain themselves. So once that girl leaves them, they instantly have to find another one to do the same thing. And the same thing with girls. I think it's sad. I think it's disgusting, and I think it needs to stop. I know it needs to stop. There's too many girls and guys walking around that do not love themselves but are so ready to give 100% to the next person. How can you give 100% to the next person when you are not 100% loaded? Do you see what I'm saying? Load yourself up first. You come to 100%. Then meet the next person and bring them up to 100%. You can't be at 50% and trying to go with 100%. You can't be at 25% and try to bring someone else to 100%. You just can't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And there's gonna be a lot of people that disagree with me, and I'm here to tell you that it's so true. It's so true. And in times that you have self-love, so many other things will never, ever, ever reflect you. When someone calls you names, when someone pick on you, when people are posting shit about you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, who cares? You would not care. Why? Because you know who you are. You know where you stand. You wouldn't even second guess it. You don't even have to acknowledge the situation. And people may be like, oh, wow, I love myself. Yeah, well, do you wake up sometimes and look in the mirror just at random times and be like, you know what? You the shit. You look good today. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. Do you do that? Do you do that? Do you just sit there sometimes when you're in the midst of a situation, you have to slow down, you have to be like, you know what? I can do this. I got this. Or do you wait for the next person when you constantly looking for them to give you a compliment, to give you satisfaction, to let you know that you're doing good, to get a pat on the back? You don't need that from someone else because you got it within you. You have to be committed and willing to put your own love and your own respect and put you on top for yourself. It's only going to benefit you. The day that I started to love myself and know who I really am is the day that I didn't care what people had to say about me no more. I didn't care about all that negativity, all that bullshit that was behind me. I didn't care about it because I knew where I stand. I knew who I was, and I carried myself in that manner. And people start to be like, he's changed. You're damn right I changed. Because I'm not going to be submitted to allowing someone else to give me constantly pat on the backs when I can give myself a pat on the back. You should know how to tell yourself that you love yourself. You should know how to wake up and just feel the love from yourself. Life is too short. You honestly have to live it in each moment. You cannot live in regret. You can't live in regret. And a lot of people, oh, I should have never gave my love to this one. I should have never did this for that one. Because, you know, if you loved yourself, those situations would have never come up to begin with. And this is not about becoming cocky or becoming arrogant. This is about knowing who you are and accepting yourself for who you are. And then using that as a force, if you will, to help others. That's all it is. In this generation, we need to learn how to love ourselves. So then we can move on to someone else and help them with their situation. I feel it is more than enough time that has passed of us just sitting around and making excuses and loving everyone else, but walking down with our heads held down, walking around with a hoodie over our face because we are not comfortable within our bodies. We are not comfortable with our flaws. I don't care if you had a scar face scratch across your head. I don't care if you got skin pigmentation Listen, you are beautiful. You have to understand that for yourself, though, because there is going to be no one in this world that's going to sit there and walk around with you constantly patting your back. You look good today. Oh my God, you should. No, it's not going to happen. As much as it should, people should just openly give you a compliment and tell you how good you look and tell you that you're smart to lift you up. No. It's not going to happen, especially in this generation. People want to do the opposite. They want to tear you down because they know that you lack. But what you have to understand is that you don't lack. Because when you understand that you don't lack, a whole world opens up. All that hate and bullshit that they throw your way is a reflection of how they feel about themselves. Why? Because it comes right back around. They don't love themselves. When you have a problem with yourself, you tend to nitpick the same problems in the next person. If you're insecure about your weight, you're going to call someone else fat. If you're insecure about the way you walk, you're going to pick on someone else the way they walk. No, that's not me. That's you. That's how you feel. So you have to understand and decide, it's time for me to wake up. It's time for me to love myself. It's time for me to hug myself, call myself beautiful, call myself handsome, call myself smart. Give myself the words that I want to hear. I hope you found this video today inspirational, empowering. If you feel that someone that you know needs to hear this, please share it with them. It's your boy Lavish King. Thank you for tuning into today's video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.